So welcome everyone. My name is Linda Evenden. I'm a NMD on the Gold Coast. And this is one of my favorite calls. We call it Girls Just Want to Have Funds. And I just love this call, especially because we come from so many different walks of life, different stages, different ages. And we're passionate about sharing a lifestyle, which means doing the things that we want, when we want, with who we want. We're able to travel, we're able to prioritize our family, we're able to work at home in our pajamas when we need to. And that's what we're excited to share with you, a few real stories from real people today. So what I want to start off with is introduce my friend Angela. Angela is a chiro. She is a mum and a wife. She has two beautiful babies. And she's going to share a little bit with us about our gorgeous products today, the Juice Plus products. So take it away, Ange. I am just pinning you and you can unmute yourself, honey. Go ahead.
Awesome. Hi guys, lovely to be on today. So yeah, I've been a chiropractor for coming up to 20 years now, with a special emphasis on looking after families. So for almost 20 years, I've had the great privilege of looking after hundreds, if not thousands of families, particularly mamas and children, which has been awesome. And being busy, we were inundated with all sorts of products, freebies, samples. Every man and his dog used to come into our centre in the hopes that we would look at their product and go on to endorse it. We had a white cupboard behind our reception area that was for our freebies and samples. So our concierge knew that when any freebies or samples came through the doors, she would just put it straight in the white cupboard and they would give it away as Christmas presents to their friends and families, which is really bad, but that's what they did. So about 3 years ago, I found out about an incredible product called Juice Plus. At the time, I was breastfeeding my son. He was one. He was addicted to the booby milk. I was running on about 3 hours sleep and was chatting to a friend, and they had really great results with Juice Plus, and quite unusual. One of their toenails had grown back from doing some sort of athletic thing. So I thought, okay, toenails growing back, a bit random. I don't need my toenails to grow back. However, I'm still listening. And nothing much came of that chat, but a few months later, purely because I was turning into the classic zombie mum, I reached out again with some questions. Much to my joy, I found out I could try the products, use them safely whilst I was breastfeeding my son. Also loved hearing that I could have taken them when I was pregnant. So mental note, should we go for number 3? And also that it was just common sense. So I did my own research being a health professional. What I found about our amazing products is they're made from real food. So they're not a vitamin, they're not a supplement, they're not something made in a laboratory. They're made from real food from Mother Nature, which I was really thrilled to hear. So for those of you who are not familiar with it, here's our products here. We've got a berry blend, we've got a vegetable blend, and we have a fruit blend. So I'm just going to show them to you here. So in Australia and New Zealand, we're blessed to have a vegan capsule. So this is our little green capsule. He's got around 10 different varieties of green vegetables in him, things like kale, broccoli, parsley, carrot, cabbage, broccoli, beetroot, garlic, loads of other stuff, which is awesome in a vegan capsule here in Australia and New Zealand. The purple guy is our berry capsule. I love him, full of incredible berries, which has got huge antioxidant benefits, also really important for brain health, cognition, disease prevention of the brain. So this little guy's got amazing things such as blueberries, I don't even know these berries, right? Grapes, raspberries, bilberries, blueberries, cranberries, pomegranates, which are amazing, blackberries, elderberries, and black currant. So it comes in a wonderful berry blend. Also comes in a super fruit blend. So that guy there's got about 10 different varieties, again, of apples, pineapples, peach, prune, pear, acerola, cherry, papaya, beetroot, dates, etc. So it's food in the capsule, and I loved hearing that, right? It is convenient, it is common sense, made with real food from Mother Nature. So it's food in a capsule. What does that actually mean? What the company does, using an incredible proprietary method, is they take an incredible array of about 30 different whole foods, picked at their peak of ripeness, so they're left to ripen on the vine. So there's maximum nutrient density and there's also maximum nutrient content. So these incredible phytonutrients, powerful plant protectors are there in abundance. They effectively put them all on a big conveyor belt, squash them, turn them into a big slushy. Where possible, and this is what I love, they include the skin, the seeds, the rind, the pulp, everything. So it literally is whole food-based nutrition. Then they gently remove the water, most of the sugars and sodium, which is awesome. Powder it, dehydrate it at very low temperatures so all of the enzymes remain live and intact. And for us Aussies and Kiwis, they put it in a vegan capsule. It's genius. It literally is food in a capsule. And also it's the huge broad spectrum that I love. So I am being really health conscious, being a health professional, being someone who really values health, I wasn't getting the variety, the spectrum. I think if most women, mums, are honest, they've probably got their go-tos, their 4 or 5 or 6 go-tos. For me, it was sweet potato, spinach, carrot, zucchini. If any other variety hit my plate, that was like very rare, to be honest. And my kids probably had their 5 or 6 faves as well. So we get close to 30 different varieties covering the full colour spectrum, picked at their peak of ripeness, which is awesome. So safety was a big thing for me, being a health professional and just being a mum who really valued health. I wasn't going to put anything in my body or my kids' bodies that wasn't safe. I found out that the product's been reviewed in over 30 peer-reviewed medical journals, which is awesome. This is gold standard research conducted by top universities all around the world. And what it came back showing is that Juice Plus actually does what it says that it will do. Well, what is that? We are very inflamed as a culture, as a society, as a population. We are walking around with way too much inflammation. Juice Plus does a phenomenal job of reducing that. So it's been scientifically proven to reduce the biomarkers of systemic inflammation, which is good news for our bloodstream and our system. It does an amazing job of protecting cardiovascular health, does a wonderful job of boosting immune health, does an amazing job of DNA repair, does a great job of helping to promote and assist building a healthier gut microbiome. It does great stuff for dental health and dentition. And loads of stories have come back saying how it helps with hair, skin and nails, giving us that beautiful glowing skin, hair, nails. There's my nails, real, best they've ever been ever. My skin at the age of 42 is the best it's ever been in my entire life, which is pretty cool. So the product is amazing. The other thing they've got is a wonderful new plant-based omega blend. So when I'm chatting to clients about omegas, loads of benefits, brain health, hormonal function, skin, metabolism, but I'm going to keep it really simple. The reason why we need to take omega-3s is our body cannot make its own. So our body's a miracle, right? It can make its own hormones, it can make its own cholesterol, it can make its own eggs, it can regenerate livers that have been hammered from years of abuse. It cannot make its own omega-3s. It cannot make its own essential fatty acids, which is why we must consume them in our diet. So our company brought this out this year. It's genius. It's fully plant-based. So for people who cannot take a fish oil due to allergies or life-threatening reactions, people who just can't stand the taste of fish oil, this is a wonderful addition to. It tastes great. My kiddies love it, and fully bioavailable too, which is what these little capsules are as well. So unlike a synthetic multivitamin, or something that we might buy from a health store. Guys, even things we could buy from health professionals and health practitioners, they're not always bioavailable. What does that mean? Our body might not always absorb them, recognize them, and do good things with them. And typically, they just end in the toilet as very expensive urine. Our products are completely 100% bioavailable, which means they get into our bloodstream within a couple of minutes. They do good things, and our body can work its miracle and start to heal the things that needs to heal. We've also got an awesome vegan complete, which I describe this as like a vegan superfood. So it comes in amazing chocolate and vanilla flavor. This is great for mums who are either skipping unintentionally meals, great for kids who are just not getting anywhere near enough veggies onto their plate. It's got loads of veggies in there, such as pea protein, broccoli, alfalfa, radish sprouts, organic quinoa, almond, all the ancient grains. This also has fructooligosaccharides in it, which is great prebiotic for helping to promote and build a healthier gut microbiome. And then being a mama, loved hearing this. We also have children's chews. So our company's amazing. They're called The Company with a Heart. Currently, they're conducting the largest observational health study on the planet. I believe we have over 1.5 million children on the Juice Plus products. We can sponsor our own children to get theirs for free, which is awesome. The studies coming out of that, just show you these little cool research studies there. Kids who are on Juice Plus, they wee better, they poo better, they have less sick days, they go to the GP less, they're concentrating better at school, they are craving more fruits and vegetables, and they are having less of the fizzy stuff, less of the sweet drinks, which is amazing. So we also have an awesome healthy living program that comes along with this. So whoever shared this link with you, they'll be able to opt you into an amazing support, an online community support group where you'll get recipes, inspo, motivation, accountability, so you can adopt a healthier food culture. For myself, breastfeeding, zombie mum, I noticed my energy went through the roof within 10 days of feeding my son. He was still addicted. I was still only getting 3 hours sleep. Nothing else changed other than me taking these products. My kids have not been to the GP once in their life. They've never had an antibiotic. They've never even had an ear infection. They've never been to the GP before Juice Plus. Going to school and kindergarten, they still haven't been. And I put that down to these amazing products bridging the gap, okay? Just giving them that insurance policy, doing good stuff in their little bodies, which is awesome. The other thing that I love as well is that they're really just to help us bridge the gap. You know, most people, if they're honest, there's a bit of a gap. What they are eating on a daily basis and what their body really needs to thrive, there is a discrepancy, there is a gap. So these products do an amazing job of bridging that gap, act as an insurance policy. If we eat dodgy, if we party too hard, we're coming into Christmas, so there's going to be lots of celebrating. These guys flood our blood with this incredible phytonutrients and antioxidants that get into our system, do good things, so we don't have to beat ourselves up over having too much party food, right? So I'm going to make our incredible products come to life by hearing from a beautiful lady on the line today. So I believe, Linda, if you can spotlight Lauren, and we're going to hear Lauren's amazing product story, how you come across Juice Plus, what it's done for you and what you're excited about, honey.
Thank you. So Juice Plus came into my life about 15 months ago now, and it came into my life because I was trying for baby number 2. My little boy at the time was 12 months old, and my husband and I decided that we would start trying for our second child. And I fell pregnant straight away, which was awesome. But I got to 10 weeks old. The baby was 10 weeks. Sorry, I was 10 weeks pregnant, and we lost the baby. My husband is in the mining industry, so he's away more than he is home. And for me, I was a very selfless mother. I was all for Archie. I would, cook the most nutritious meals for him. But then when it come time for me to eat, I basically didn't. Or it would get to 9 o'clock at night and I'd be like, oh, it's too late to eat now. I just have a piece of toast and a cup of tea. So realistically, my body just wasn't in the right condition to either fall pregnant or maintain a pregnancy. But I kept keeping on. And anyway, I ended up falling pregnant again, middle of last year. And again, we lost the baby. It was absolutely gut-wrenching and I was an emotional wreck. It's still all quite raw for me. But that second pregnancy loss was kind of like the kick in the butt, I guess, that I needed. It was almost like someone had tapped me on the shoulder and said, Loz, you need to start looking after yourself, because if you're not looking after yourself, you're not going to be able to fall pregnant and grow a child, and you sure as hell not going to be able to look after Archie. So I contacted my dear friend Pete and I said, tell me about these bloody magic beans that you're posting. It was kind of like that movie scene where you're like, I'll have what she's having. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I started taking the capsules and the complete powder, and I just felt that that definitely bridged the gap in my nutrition. It was flooding my body full of all the minerals and nutrients that I needed to be in optimal condition to fall pregnant and maintain a pregnancy. And then towards the end of last year, I was actually, I got married in November, and I was actually 8 weeks pregnant on my wedding day. And we gave birth to a juicy 9-pound baby 4 months ago. So, I definitely think that both the products, both the complete powders and the capsules, definitely put my body in optimal condition to maintain a pregnancy. And I honestly believe that I'd still be trying now if I hadn't have, started to look after myself. So yeah, that's basically my product story.
Oh, well done. I'm just, I'll pin me. Thank you. What a beautiful share. And thanks so much. What an amazing product overview as well from a mum and a healthcare professional. There were some great big long words in there that just rolled off your tongue beautifully, Angela. I'm not going to attempt to say that fructo, oglio, googlio, whatever they are, but I know they're fantastic for us, right? So thanks, guys. This is what I love. Just a show of hands. I'm just going to go to a gallery view. Who's on Juice Plus right now? One or all of the products. This is what I truly love. If we had time to just go through and get 10 seconds from each of you, every story would be different and unique for how your body is healing and improving, but there would be so many common threads in there as well. So I really love it. We're just, because we're an express event, we're going to move right along. And I'm going to now hand over to my beautiful friend, Kate. She's in the center there. I'm pinning her. And she's going to share with us the mission behind Juice Plus, why we're all excited, and of course, a great business model behind any great product. Go for it.
Awesome. Thanks, Linda. So my name's Kate. I'm a mama of 3. And I actually heard about the Juice Plus products around 9 years ago now. And when I heard about them, similar to all the reasons that Ange said before, they completely made sense to me. So that was a no-brainer. But the business side of things, I definitely took some time to get my head around. And, I had some misconceptions. I had, some beliefs around what it might be, or if I had time to do something like this. And one of the things I knew is that there was a stack of people in my life that I loved and cared about who were working too hard. They wanted to do mum care instead of daycare, that was spending hours on social media, that this could be a way that would allow people to be able to create an income. So for me at the time, I was incredibly time poor. I had 5 businesses, 3 kids under 5, I think at the time, and just doing a bad job of everything. I felt like, anytime I was with my kids, I was thinking about work, and anytime I was with my staff, I was thinking about all the things I had to do, with my kids. And so the business opportunity really made sense to me once I took some time to understand it. And one of the biggest things that I realized is most people out there are trading time for money. So if you are working right now, there's a dollar amount on your head that someone has said, this is what you're worth, or this is what I'm willing to pay you, and we'll exchange that for every hour of your time. Now, that can work well, but the only challenge is if you're not at work, you're not getting paid. And, for a lot of people, they're working in a situation where they're underpaid and undervalued. And so then often you're spending time away from your babies, or you're missing out on those holidays that you'd love to be able to say yes to. Or, there's more month at the end of the money. You're kind of getting through the week or the month, but, you're not thriving in that. And yes, you could work your way up the ladder. There's always lots of opportunity, with different companies to work your way up. But often when that happens, the expectations increase, your income might increase, you might get a phone or a company car or something like that. But that just often means that your boss owns you even more, and they can get a hold of you much easier. And so, as you work your way up the ladder, the income is there, but your time disappears even more. And so for me, I'm all about magic moments with my family. I want to be there with my babies as much as I can. Now they're 5, 7, and 9. So, life is looking a little bit different for us. But I realized that I was missing out on some of those times. And it was just the choices that I felt like I had a lot of things I was saying no to. What I love about our model of business and the way we do things is that the only way that you can grow in this business and create an income is by helping others live a better, healthier life. So helping people get their health and vitality back, or helping people create a financial independence that's allowing them to say yes to whatever their goal is. So whether it's getting a cleaner or getting takeaway, or, replacing a part-time income, or, being able to pay for a babysitter so you can have a date night. It could be that, or it could be replacing your full-time income so you don't have to go back to work after maternity leave, or well beyond that. Anything is possible, with this business. And the way in which we get paid is really cool, because it's not just about trading time for money. Imagine, I'm sure, probably there's a lot of mamas on the line, I can't wait to go see Bad Mums 2. Like, I'm so excited about that movie, and I'm going to be telling everyone to go watch it. And I haven't even seen it yet. I'm telling everyone to watch it. Now, the cinemas are not going to be paying me a referral fee for the hundreds of people I probably send to the cinemas. Just like a great movie or a great restaurant, we get paid and rewarded for recommending an amazing product. And so literally all we do is we connect the customer with the company. We can place an order on our phone or on our computer. We never have to touch the products. They can literally get drop shipped to our customers anywhere in the world. We're in over 27 countries now. And so the only products you ever have are your own. Which is really cool. And of course, you want to start taking care of number one and nourishing your body and your family's body. But then as you start sharing it with others, it literally gets drop shipped all over the world, which I think is amazing. In the beginning, I was incredibly time poor, as I said before. And Linda said to me, look, do you have 20 minutes a day? And I'm like, look, I can find 20 minutes a day. Like, that's all you need to do to get started. In the beginning, that was my reason for not doing it. But I also realized if I didn't make a change right now and I fast forwarded life 5 years down the track, I couldn't expect life to look a lot different, and I wanted it to be different. I wanted to have that time freedom. I wanted to be able to do special things for my family. And so it was 20 minutes a day, and sometimes it might have been broken up into little 5-minute increments where, you know, I might have had some time at lunch and I was naturally on my phone anyway, or maybe it was when the kids were down for a nap. Just consistency. So doing 20 minutes every day versus 5 hours on a Friday, that was the big thing. And then the next thing was, you know, you might be thinking, well, I love the products, but I'm not that great on social media, or I don't know lots of people. Well, the cool thing is you get to tap into a system of many, many successful people that have already gone before you to show you the way. And the only way that you can do well in our business is not by stepping on people's shoulders in the typical corporate world where you've got to try and get to the top and, you know, and seek the next pay rise. It's by reaching down and showing other people how to do exactly what you've just done. And I love that, because I think for a lot of people, particularly women, there's not a lot of support out there as far as a community of like-minded women all helping each other. I think that's really rare to find. People that are in the workplace that I speak to often find it's the challenging thing. It's the bitchy workplace and there's all that stuff going on. We don't have that. It's literally helping other people. And the only way your income check increases is by helping more families say yes to more, whatever that looks like for them, and also getting their health and vitality back, which I just think is amazing. You know, for myself, this business has really allowed so many choices for myself and my family. We've got lots of levels in the company. There's amazing bonuses that we get to access as well. But it's about, you know, getting paid smartly. So working smarter, not harder, rather than just trading time for money, being able to build something that can create a residual income for you. So whether you're playing with your babies or on holidays or, you know, doing school pickup, that you can do this business anywhere you go. So what we might do is bring the business side of things to life. I'm going to head across to a super mama, Jody, who's going to share with us a little bit about what this business has done for her. Thanks, hon.
Thank you. Hi, guys. So I started out in the business 3 years ago, actually on Saturday, just gone, which is crazy. I knew from day dot that I was meant for something more, that I didn't want to do the 9 to 5 anymore. My old job was in the corporate environment. I was working as a recruitment manager, which was long hours, massively underpaid for what I did. You know the gist. I actually had to leave my firstborn, Joshua, at 2.5 months old. As my hubby, he couldn't get work when he was discharged from the army. So that was honestly honestly to this day, one of the worst experiences of my life, being a first-time mum, having to leave your bum. Flash forward to when my second child, Lily, was born. I was adamant that I wasn't going to do that again. So while I was on maternity leave, I started doing my research and work from home opportunities, and I stumbled across Juice Plus. And personally, it just made sense to me. I remember my upline, Adam, saying to me, look, Joes, just jump on the product and then you won't say no then. So I did that, and literally within about 3 or 4 days, I saw energy and I just loved it. So I rocketed at the beginning of my business, and I had massive vision. I got to one of our leadership positions and I had a great team. But then I got really sick, where I was in and out of hospital for about 18 months to 2 years in my journey. But the greatest thing about that was, what opportunity allows you to get paid an income from a hospital bed? I always think that. So in the end, I kind of lost my way after being sick for so long, and it took its toll on my mental state, and I ended up feeling like I wasn't worth it. You know, it's not going to happen for me. Why would it happen for me, blah, 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 like telling myself all these negative stories. And you know what I mean, ladies, I think we all do that from time to time. I've had two major turning points in my business. One was at the beginning of the year where I was at my worst, and I told my upline Adam that this just wasn't for me. And I bowed out, and then literally 2 days later, I was like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I knew there was a mistake I'd made, so I was like, no, I'm still in. Then my biggest shift in this business was after conference this year. I remember Kira Westwick gave us a little card that said, what if you decided to believe in yourself? And that really, really hit me. I was like, why am I making myself believe all these bullshit stories I'm telling myself, sorry about the language, how I wasn't worthy. I even got comfortable, so comfortable, I was happy being miserable. But what I feel like in this business is that shift, that mindset shift of I am really worth it. I do believe in myself. I really, really do. That's been life-changing to my business. And my business now the past 3 to 4 months has had massive growth. And I've had the privilege of meeting some amazingly inspiring, empowering women along the way. And I'm so excited for what's to come. And one of the most exciting things at the moment is, you can probably tell the house is a bit of a mess. We're packing. My family and I are actually moving to our dream beach house, where you can hear the waves from the house. So you can tell my business has changed now. My life has changed. And I put it all down to, guys, having the right mindset and just knowing within yourself and having that belief that you can do this and we can all do this.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing, honey. I think one of the best things on this journey as we see women kind of taking their power back and believing themselves again is just that. It's the light coming on. I know for me, I think it's easy to get bogged down in mamahood, and sometimes we stop thinking and dreaming, and this is certainly such an amazing way of being able to do that and just set some goals and just go for it and know that you're making a massive difference along the way. So I might pass back to the lovely Linda to finish up.
Awesome. Well, I have the privilege of kind of wrapping this up, and I just took all these notes because I want to say so much, but really the thing that I love the most about this business is, I've had the honor to be on this journey for 9 years, and I found this business at one of the lowest points in my life. I had 3 kids under 3. It was an extremely financially fearful time, and I loved the products I got them. I understood them, and it was a no-brainer to want to recommend those. But I too, that like Jodie, I didn't believe that I could be one of those people doing this business and really create some success from this. And well beyond money, we kind of call it the emotional revenue. When you've got a community, a tribe who believes in you when maybe you've doubted or forgotten, who is there to reward and recognize, who is there to raise you up and has your back, whether it's about, success or non-success in this business, there's no such thing. We really are, we have 3 team mantras, and that is, you're a blessing in our team. Whether you do a little or a lot, take your product and just come and hang out with us, right? It's that simple. Number 2 is you go at your own pace. Life is always happening for us, right? So you can have times when, there's tragedy, when there's challenge, when there's health challenges, and then there's a time when you can make hay and be in a productive mode. What other business, I really want to leave you with this, what other business has your back in that way? That what you're investing today, every minute, every hour, every week and month, into creating this business and building a skill set or in your stolen moments around your family and life priorities, can pay you for the rest of your life. I really got and understood this concept very early on. As opposed to a job, I was really burnt out in a corporate career, and there was no way my heart would take me back into the corporate environment. After I became a mum and I was flooded with oxytocin, my heart was open and there was no way I was going back to corporate. So I really was searching for something that I could be heart-led and feminine and nurturing in a role and still kick ass and actually make some money. And, I found the tribe, I found the culture that really allowed not only me to do that, but a safe place for us to grow together, where women raise each other up, not tear each other down, where it's not competing, not comparing. This is just paradise for me. So you can hear our passion. The one thing we all have in common is a passion of, if we can, so can you. So I just want to, you know, wrap up there and just, this is about stolen moments. It is about working smart. When you've got a tried and proven beautiful range of products, a simple range that's all natural, it's Mother Nature just harnessed in a powder, in capsules, in an oil, and it creates beautiful changes and upgrades in families and everyone's health, more energy. When there's more energy, you know, there's better relationships, there's better life, where everything begins to change. So we're super passionate about our products that work. When it's a product that works, people stay on it. So what an incredible business model, right? It's a consumable that is constantly reordered. It's a business in a box. Now, what do I mean by that? I don't hold any stock. I don't ship it. I don't invoice it. I don't take payment. I don't do anything like that. I do what I do best, which is share from my heart a product that I love, and I put people in touch with it, and I say, what if this could help you too? I simply share my story, and that's all we teach you to do as well. So if any of this makes sense to you and has touched you in some way, we would love to answer your questions. We were all pretty much skeptics at some stage, and we all had questions that we needed to be answered. So it would be our honour to answer those at whatever depth and length that you need, to come and dream with us and ask what if. Come and, you know, here's our invitation to come take a closer look at what we're up to. Our business is booming. This is a big mission. It's not going away. The world has never been more unhealthy and crying out for more lifestyle freedom, where we get to choose time how we want to spend it. So I'm going to leave you with that on this Magic Monday and say thank you, a heartfelt thank you to all of our beautiful, very deeply honest and courageous shares today, girls. It's what I love the most about our tribe. We can be exactly who we are, and that's pretty special. So thanks everyone for joining, and enjoy the rest of your Monday. Bye.